Hey guys, this was my first week back into a new cycle, which is always super fun. The thing about a new cycle is though, starting it immediately after peaking isn't, ideal. Hey guys, because I peaked on the Saturday, this is the Monday, my back was ruined. I don't know if you've seen the video yet, but that deadlift, I failed twice. I failed before the one you saw that I got, and then I failed after it, and my back was completely ruined. So I squatted 60 as a warm-up, my back seized up, I could barely move, and then I came and just decided to skip straight to bench. And actually getting into this arch position, once I did it, it felt more comfortable than just standing, because wherever I'd done to my back, it was obviously the bending forward movement, as you would with a deadlift, and so doing the exact opposite actually seemed to be quite comfortable, so that was nice. And jumping into it, this is the AMRAP. Before this you would have seen that I did 4 sets of triples, and this is the AMRAP. Got 7, which is always good, considering, like I said, I peaked on the Saturday, 2 days before this, and I got 77.5 on the bench, and then I failed an 80. So to come in and still whack out the sets that I needed to on the bench, I was pretty happy with it. And then we come to the old deadlift, and we start with an AMRAP now on these cycles, and it was 132.5. I've learnt to warm up in smaller increments at this point, and my last warm-up before this was 127, I think, and so then I come whack out 7, and feel pretty good about it. It's not a PR, it's nothing special, but first week of the cycle, and I definitely left one in the tank as well, like you see here. It comes up pretty fast considering. Could have definitely got another one, but I left it there because I wasn't gonna, max out, not this early on anyway, time myself out for not really any reason. And then just some working sets, sets of 5, 3 of them, 125, they all felt good. 5 reps is, it's quite a lot on deadlift, like when you're doing actual sets of it. I find that deadlift, and I believe this is just actually generally the case for everybody, deadlift is just the most exhausting exercise. It's pretty much the exercise that you really do not have to train every day unless you're, doing something a bit mental. I know some people employ the Bulgarian method and deadlift every day. That is a bit weird to me, because if there's any exercise that doesn't need to be trained every day, it's deadlift. But there we go. Touch and go here. It's not just me doing it wrong. It is meant to be a touch and go bench, and pretty clean reps, to be honest. Not bouncing it off my chest massively. And then that was concluded the Wednesday powerlifting work. Did a load of bodybuilding stuff afterwards, as I always do after all of this stuff. So you're seeing the powerlifting stuff. I don't show you the real magic where my arms are getting massive. Jumping into squats to start the Friday out, and it's volume squats. And if there's anything I don't like, it's the volume squats. Those are not the ones I love. Those are not the ones I like. Those are the bad ones, not the good ones. They just are so exhausting. And people who do cardio squats, respect to you guys, because if I'm going to do cardio, I would literally rather run, and I haven't run in about 3 years probably. That's probably actually true, that I haven't properly run in about 3 years. And I would probably rather do that than cardio squats. But there we go, 4 sets of 9. And just in case you're doubting the depth, I did actually film from a better angle to get an idea for the depth. Because haters be like, oh, your depth is, it's getting there. Getting there? What are you talking about? My depth is fine. I've competed. At no point was I red lighted because of depth. And look here, at this better angle, you're seeing that I'm definitely hitting parallel. For shizzle. You would not be looking at that and saying, oh, you know what, actually, bit shallow, you're rubbish. I'm not rubbish. Haters, I'm sick of you. To the left and right of me. You're all around me. Get out of my domain. I am hitting depth every single rep. And this is, I wasn't going deeper in this set than I did the set before. It's just certain angles do not highlight the fact that James Velitis is a master. He's got masterful form. People don't understand that when I get in the gym, I'm serious. I am Jamie serious when I walk into that gym, onto that platform, in my squat shoes, with my belt on. Maybe I've got some wrist wraps on, depends how many reps I'm doing, and whether I feel as though I probably need them, just in case my wrists are going to hurt. And I just whack them out, as I would do, in front of a million judges, in some sort of massive circle around me, but not so massive that they were too far away to see the depth. Anyway. Pause bench, more volume stuff, but volume bench is, you know, it's incomparable to the exhaustion of the squat. It's far too isolated a movement. Obviously, it's still a compound movement, but it's nowhere near as full body to me as a squat is. Even with the leg drive. That's not to say, guys, that, you know, that you're just doing it wrong. I'm doing it totally right. Look at that. Look at those legs. Those legs are solid. They are stuck to the ground with some sort of glue that's even stronger than super glue. And that concludes the Friday powerlifting stuff. And get ready for this, because this is the speediest deadlift rep you're ever going to see. Here it comes. Watch out. You might have missed it, but I just did a rep. And those are some speed deadlifts for you. Those are what we're doing now instead of pause deadlifts. And then we just come over here and do some overhead press. And I failed. Meant to get 7 for 4 and then an AMRAP. I got 7 for 3. Then I got 6 and then I got 5. So that sort of sucks. But hey, I'm going to blame the numbers rather than the strength. Anyway, that concludes the week. Shame to conclude the week with a fail. But I think you'll agree that I'm getting stronger. Well, those are facts. But I think you'll agree that was entertaining enough. So, I'll see you later, guys.
Bunches and bunches, punches is thrown into your frontless.